Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making pesto, and if you don't know what that is, it's like a thick Italian spread. When my youngest son was 5 years old, he tried it for the first time, fell in love with it, and I've been making it at home ever since. It's so easy and delicious, and I'm going to show you how to make it too. I like to start off by having all my ingredients put together so everything flows smoothly. So I start off with a half a cup of pine nuts, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, between 1 to 1.5 cups of good extra virgin olive oil, and 5 cups of fresh basil. I also add 1 to 1.5 cups of grated Parmigiano Reggiano and 9 cloves of garlic. Yep, 9 cloves of fresh garlic. If you don't like that much garlic, just go ahead and use 1 to 2 cloves, but I like mine garlicky. Now it's time for the garlic, and I have it in my beautiful garlic keeper that I got thrifting. I love that thing. So I'm getting out the garlic, and I'm going to show you 2 techniques. The first one is the technique that I normally use when I'm just needing 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, or just a few. But when I'm doing 9 cloves of garlic, I like to use this other contraption that I purchased many years ago. Here I whack the knife to get the skin off the clove. This little garlic skin remover is magical. It is so easy to take off the skins from the garlic cloves. If you can find one, get it. Now it's time to start using the food processor. So I put the pine nuts into the food processor, and I'll put in the garlic cloves as well, and blend it for about 30 seconds. Now we're going to start adding in our basil, and I like to use as much as I can, which means that I'm going to be using a little bit of the soft, tender part of the stem and throwing away the rest. Now, because I didn't have quite enough basil to fill the container, I like to fill it up as much as I can. I will be using my potted plant of basil that I have, that I'm very proud of. It's still alive, thank goodness. And so I'm just cutting away at the top parts of the basil. Now we're going to blend it for another minute or so, adding the olive oil. And I start using the olive oil to get it moistened and start blending it. I typically don't end up using all of the olive oil I pour. So I start off by pouring about 1.5 cups of olive oil, and then I will just use enough so that it moistens the pesto. Now I'm adding the Parmesan cheese, and I will be blending that for about a minute. You just want it to be well blended, and you add the salt and the pepper at this point. I like to buy the whole peppercorn and grind it up as I need it. I find that it tastes fresher. Blend it for just a few seconds, about another 30 seconds or so. And I like to pulse it at this point because I like to leave it just a little bit chunky. You can blend it a little more vigorously if you want to, so that it's smoother. I'm just pulsing at this point. I generally don't use all the olive oil that I've poured. I like to hold some back for the very top of the container of pesto, because when you freeze it, it creates this protective layer that will keep it fresh. I am scraping down the sides of the bowl to get all the pesto blended. I love to share my pesto, but I like to write my name on the container, so I make sure to get it back. I'm just scraping down the sides of the bowl and getting everything blended well. And now I am putting my pesto into my small containers to put one in the refrigerator for now and one in the freezer. And what I'll do is I'll put some of the olive oil on top so that it creates that protective layer. And you want to do this for both containers. Even if you're putting it in the refrigerator, it's great to have that protective layer so that it keeps its bright, vibrant green color. Okay, so here's the finished product. This is so yummy. So good. I hope you try it. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and please share it with your friends and come back. Thanks.